How's it going, everybody? Moose here. As you've seen the videos, I'm in Bray Creek State Forest Campground. That is part of a town which I cannot remember. Why can't I remember the name of the town? I don't know. It'll come to me later. I am on my way here shortly to get some groceries. I'm running a little low on stuff, so I'm going to go get a few things so I have it. It's supposed to rain later. I think it'll miss me. Well, maybe not all of it, but I don't think it'll rain as long as I said. I had planned to go to the tunnel trees today, but it is pouring up there. So, I didn't go, obviously. Why go if I'm just going to get wet? No fun. So I stayed here. I'm sorry for the few spots on the windshield, but I can't be bothered to clean it. I'm a dick. I'm just going to make a quick run. I did firewood today, if you can see it over there. Quick run to town. And get some groceries and stuff for the next few days. Today is Wednesday, the 14th, I think. Yeah, today's the 14th. Woo. Better watch where I'm going. I almost backed into the tree. That would have sucked. So, it really bothers me. I can't remember where I'm at. Hold on a second. Baldwin, Michigan. That's where I'm at. That is near Manistee. And I'll tell you right now, if dirt roads and sand make you squeamish on a bike, you probably ought to not come here to camp on a motorcycle. Just saying. Because it's got sand, and it's got mud, and it's got dirt roads. Wait till you see how we get in here. It's not as bad as Gwinn, Michigan was, as far as dirt trails getting up there, but it is hello, doggy. It is sandy. There's some sand, and it'll make the bike go a little fishtaily every once in a while. I will say that. And I will also say the Goldwing handles a lot better on dirt roads than my Harley did. Although the Harley did well. Let me rephrase that. Than the Road King. Because the Ultra had a better suspension setup. So it did better on dirt roads anyways. The Road King is the old 06. That's a little squirrely on dirt. But it goes paid for a minute, and then it goes back to dirt again. Town is probably about 3-4 miles away. I do want to take a quick detour, though, and see if the person who had their firewood out the other day replenished it. If they did, I might come back tomorrow and get some. And I'm not going to check. I got enough wood out of the forest. But I do have a topic I got thinking about the other day when I was looking for a store to get some items that I needed for camping. To think about how much things have changed in the last 30 years. I mean, it's changed a lot in 10 years, but when I was in my teens, almost 30 years ago, I am presently 42 years old, so 29 years ago, I would have been 13. But I want you all to think back when you're that age, if you're old enough to know what I'm talking about here in a second. If you're not, then you'll be like, well, I don't get it. But anyways. So, when you used to have to find something in a town that you were not from, back in those days, back in the good old days, you only had a few options available to you. One, you could ask somebody from around there, and they would try to give you directions, and usually those directions would include, go down next to the old barn, next to Johnson's place, and turn right. And then go to the red light and turn left. Now, I don't know why I made that person Southern. We're in Michigan, but or hillbilly-ish. But you know, and then you'd be like, well, if the light's green, do I turn right? Because you know you're a smart-ass. Anyways, that was one option. Number 2, find a phone book. The good old yellow pages. Yes, kids, back then they actually came out in a book form with pages of paper in them. I believe you can still get them, but it's not as easy as it used to be. Everybody just looks up on their phone now, right? Which is where I'm going with this. 3, aimlessly drive around looking until you found the places in town. Hopefully. Now the day comes around and things have changed. As I already mentioned, you would use your phone to search for these places. You would use keywords in the search engine, and it would pull up stores near you or within a 30-mile radius of you, depending on how far out you want to go. And that is the new way to find things. I wonder why State Forest is down this way. I'm supposed to leave tomorrow. Unless I pay more, could go to another campground. Ooh. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so, you know, things have changed a lot since then, right? Now you look it up digitally. We don't talk to people anymore, which probably works out good for the year 2020, considering this is social distancing network 101. Stay away from everybody and anything, because the COVIDs will get you. Which I'm not joking about COVID. It's a bad disease, but I'm just saying. We've already done a good job of social distancing ourselves prior to social distancing. Which is my second topic for this video. How has social distancing affected you, or has it? Other than the fact that in many places you have to wear a mask. Michigan is one of them. You're supposed to keep your distance, not talk to people, not give handshakes, which I think, unfortunately, the handshake went out years ago before this happened. You know, unless you can find somebody that is old enough who remembers how important the handshake was. Welcome to Baldwin. Trout fishing capital, I believe. I haven't been able to catch one. Lots of salmon. Haven't been able to catch those either. But anyways, yeah, so, you know, we're supposed to keep our distance and whatever. And I personally feel that that's already happening anyways. Thanks to platforms and social media and stuff like that, we have already been practicing social distancing. Just the way it is nowadays. We don't interact socially with one another, really. I mean, even this, I'm interacting with you through a website. I am using YouTube as a platform to talk to you all from different states, different countries, all different areas around the world. So, and I think more or less that's how most of us live our lives today. We don't interact with one another, so how does social distancing and COVID really affect that? Has it? How many things did you always go to the store for instead of ordering online? I order most of my stuff online. Okay, yeah, groceries is a little different. Still go down and get them. Just got to be a little more careful about things, hopefully. I mean, it has affected. I mean, we're not going places we used to go, or a lot of us aren't. Some people are. They're not worried about it, or they feel it's not going to touch their lives. Hopefully it doesn't. But, you know, times have changed. I don't know if I really stayed on topic or not. I had two. I think the original one was the, how do you remember back in the day? I remember all the time going around talking to people and finding out where things were or just searching for them. Of course, back then you had a lot more small businesses than you do now, I think. Although the small business is still the backbone of America, you don't see as many nowadays. I don't think. Anyways, what you saw was Baldwin. There's a downtown. I didn't turn that way. I went this way. I'm going to go back and stop by Save-A-Lot, get some meat for tonight and a few other things, some onions and stuff. And then I'm going to probably go to Family Dollar or Dollar General. I'm thinking Dollar General. To get what I need. I'm getting better U-turns on this thing, by the way. Not quite as tight as I was on my Ultra, but I'm getting there. Need to practice more. But I'll try to get another video up of the tunnel of trees. Hopefully I'll make it. We'll see. It all depends on how the weather holds out. I've seen it a couple times, once in color, once at black and night. When my K7 and myself went through there last year, it was dark out, and the colors hadn't changed yet anyways. So you can see we're getting some leaf changing color up here now. So I'm hoping it'll be kind of pretty. Hopefully Friday will be the day. I think it's supposed to be a minimal amount of chance of rain. And Government Lake Lodge. Well, Lake Lodge got burnt to the ground. Damn. All right, folks. I will leave you with that. Till next time, this is Moose. I'll be talking at you. See ya. Bye.